Is it going to be busy in Scotland though? Let's find out and go live up there now to speak to Mark.
We're all fans at heart, and I think we're all get excited by the Sky Sports ticker going along. For us, a little bit more difficult, knowing whether it's time that you've done your deals, hoping that you can get the last one across the line, sometimes missing out. But from our point of view, I think deadline day, the process of it went well. Started at the club at the beginning of May. I worked with Graham previously at Scunthorpe and known Chris Lucchetti for 30 years. The role of head of recruitment operations is a strategic position, and I think that's how we looked at it when Graham and the club asked me to come on board. The longer term vision is to look at a strategy to make us the best we can possibly be in recruitment, but also about the here and now. So the here and now for Graham has been, I think initially it was maybe 6 to 8 players that it's ended up I think being 12. So we've been sort of merging those two together.
Good after that, stay in that place up position on the right, walk your feet in.
The industry on the whole has become a lot more analytical, so we've become very much supported by data. I wouldn't say we've been driven totally by data, but what it allows you to do is it allows you to target your search a little bit more specifically at what you want. We have tools in place now which allow us to narrow down that search for those players, supported by data, because there's a wealth of it out there and it'd be silly not to use it. And then from then we narrow down that search to a smaller pool of players, rather than having a big pool of players that we've got to watch either by live scouting or video scouting. And then we reach that sort of narrower search point that might end up with 6 players per position, for instance. And then it allows us to do the traditional work, and that's speak to agents to check availability, whether that be UK-based players from Scandinavia, as we brought in initially, find out as to whether they see that the SPL is a fantastic environment to play in, with a great pathway, whether that's to move on within the SPL or to move back down to England or maybe into Europe.
This one's cool. Yeah, because it's not the traditional colours.
Exactly. Yeah.
The situation with the players from outside the UK is around Brexit, is around the GBE status. So currently we've had the benefit of being able to bring in players with a more relaxed work permit situation than England. That's given us a little bit of competitive advantage, which has been excellent for us.
Just sit on the bed. I've got a few bits and pieces you need to go through first.
Do you drink?
No.
No. Don't smoke?
No.
And don't do drugs?
No.
The medical process then is slightly different in certain ways, so our medical department will do their outline research on the player to check for pre-existing injuries. Once they're in the building, then it'll be a series of medical examinations with the physios, scans to check on any historical injuries and make sure that they're okay. And then at that point, we've agreed everything and we're ready to do the deal and get the player to sign on the dotted line and be part of a fantastic future with Motherwell Football Club.
Let that leg relax. Perfect. And then just switch knees, take that one up.
We set out right at the start to aim high, to pitch for players that we may thought we wouldn't have got previously, to explore markets that we may not have explored as actively in previous seasons, and to invest in infrastructure that has allowed this to happen. In order to do that, we've had to have the support of the people on a day-to-day basis at the football club who have been excellent, in order to do Sondra and support, the other contracts that we've done, have the support of the board, and without that, we couldn't have done anything that we've achieved, I think, so far this summer.
Perfect, mate.
I sit here now with a great deal of hope and optimism and positivity. I get comfort in the fact that we followed the process as we wanted to, and that makes me comfortable and happy in what we've done. What we set out 4 months ago to do, I think we've achieved. There are always going to be situations where you would look back with hindsight, but speaking to the manager this morning, he's happy. Speaking to Alan last night, he's happy. And I know in time that the supporters will be happy. I'm a firm believer in process. If your processes are right, then you'll achieve good things. If it isn't, then you're probably gambling more than actually guaranteeing that things will work. So I think we're happy, and I know we're happy.
All the way in the lane. Good.
Hit the line.